Everybody I'm talking to now, of course, isn't watching this live. Wait for more people to join in, but for those that aren't watching this live, like everybody that's hearing this right now, you can either watch this whole thing, I'd appreciate it, or if I have time, I might. I think there's a decent chance I will. I've been slacking the last couple of weeks, but I should be able to do a highlight of this video, of this stream. But I'll take a few seconds before I get to the stream. So if anybody wants to put a timestamp when I actually start the stream, that'd be great. But that'll take a little bit to get it all set up on my end. So stay tuned. What's up, everybody? Sure about you guys, I'm still pretty hype over winning the division. Alright, I think I'm ready to go. So I just updated the roster, see if any changes have happened to this god-awful Madden 18. The most realistic NFL experience, the best game on the market for players that want to watch NFL. What's up, Cody? Let's see. So they gave Keenum a boost a few weeks ago. Interestingly enough, they have him better than Bradford at this point. Very interesting right here. I think Dalvin and McKinnon's fine. I think CJ Ham needs more love. And I'm feeling, I think that's okay. That's fine with me. I think Rudolph deserves a bit of a bump too. Elliott Reef is absolutely getting demolished on his rating still. Nick Easton, one of the best left guards in the league, 69. That's funny. And then Pat Elfline's really good too. Berger's right around there. Rummers is okay there right there too. Defensively, that's fine. Linval Joseph is, I think, better than that. Gideon's, hey, they finally gave him a bit of a bump. He was high 60s for the longest. Kendrick 75 is atrocious. He should be right around where Barr is. And Rhodes 89 is atrocious. Look at this. He's 89. Without a doubt, top 5 corner in the league. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Alright, so he's 89 here, so he's tied with, what, 8th best in the league? Get out of here. Harrison Smith. Alright, so that's why we don't use the garbage NFL or Madden rosters when we do these simulations. So we go over here, we go over to my rosters, and we go to the right roster. Now, I haven't updated this roster in a little bit, but we'll see if there's any changes that have to be made. And I'm pretty sure it's been confirmed that Aaron Rodgers is not playing this week. So, we can make those adjustments accordingly. So, I don't think I'll give Keenum a bump because he's 82 in Madden. So, I'll give him a bump on my end too. So give him a little more throwing power, something like that. Slightly more accurate. I think he's really like to play actions. Give him some elusiveness. God dang it. 81. I don't know what type of boost they give him. I think I give Murray. I think it's fine with Murray 85, honestly. Let's drop Floyd for being god-awful last couple weeks, for not doing a whole lot at all. I'm sure he'll be gone this year. I don't think he's just like bad per se, but he doesn't fit well in our offense, and when he does get a chance, he drops a wide open Teddy Bridgewater pass. So Maybe if we would need him, he would do a lot better. But he has not been very good, unfortunately. But it's all right. I think Jarius Wright deserves a little more love than that. But what's our receiving core? It's 1, 2, what, 3, 4? I think that's usually how it goes. Give Rudy a bit of a bump. Rudy's been really good this year. He had that one big drop against the Carolina. Otherwise, what's up, Vikes? How you doing? Otherwise, he's been very good. Let's give him a nice little bump across the board. I'm really been impressed with Rudolph's overall play. His blocking's been vastly improved from what it has been in the past years. Oh, you got a PS4 now? That's nice. Early Christmas present or what? Give my boy David Morgan a bump. Yo, David Morgan, holy cow, they need to give him some way more love than this. He's so good at what he does. Alright. He's my run blocking beast tight end. Easton deserves to be in the 80s. Our O-line is so underrated in Madden. Oh my goodness. Alright, Vikings Pro Bowlers. Okay, of course the right answer is nobody will be going to the game. The people that would be selected, I believe, I think there's a decent chance Keenum could be selected if there's like all the injuries. He wouldn't be in the first vote, but I do think Keenum would have a decent chance to get in the second, third rounds of players getting in due to people not wanting to go in or injuries. Of quarterbacks in the Super Bowl, which would be us, so that doesn't really matter. I don't think we'll get a running back in because of numbers. Dalvin would have gone, I'm sure. Decent chance for Murray, but I kind of doubt it. Wide receivers, Diggs and Thielen should go. Maybe not as much of a chance for Diggs. So again, he'd probably be a later on the list as far as cuts. But I think Thielen should make it on the first vote. Rudolph should get in eventually. Riley Reef should go. Nick Easton has a chance, but probably won't. Elfline, I think, probably should. I'm not sure. He probably won't get the name recognition, so he probably won't get the votes necessary. But I think Elfline's probably in that, that top 10 or so centers in the NFC. So I think, yeah, I give love to Elfline. What's up, Ryan? And apparently, yeah, so those are the guys voted in. Then more guys get in as all the votes go through and people are hurt and don't go. So the first vote, yeah, Griffin for sure. I think Linval Joseph really should because I think he's one of the best, if not the best, nose tackles in the NFL. You could give Barr and Kendricks a really good consideration too. Which I'll give my boy Gideon a bit of a bump. Holy 687 acceleration. He's been playing enough. He deserves a little bit of a bump. Now, I think this is a lot closer. Kendricks and Barr, very close. I think Rhodes is good enough. I'm going to give Trey Waynes a nice bump. He's been playing very, very, very good. It's been against number twos. Like, I know Jacob Ashton left me a comment in my video. Yeah, he's been playing very, very, very good. Mostly against number twos, but when earlier in the year people were picking on him, now all of a sudden you don't even see the guy because Waynes is always right on him. He deserves this. He deserves a bump like that. And Mackenzie Alexander's been playing great too. I don't think he deserves a bump really. Sendejo, 83 might be a bit high for him, but we'll deal with it. Alright, now we'll just keep it like that. We'll save later. Whoops. We'll look at the depth charts. And think of injuries. So of course Teddy of course, as we saw, won the starting job, so we might as well start him. Just kidding. Looking like Thielen is #1. I think that's fine there. Tight end. Blake Bell's done for the year, but I don't think I even have the backup tight end, so we'll just. Oh, we have Kevin McDermott. Yeah, he's totally a tight end, Madden. So we'll just deal with that. I think David Morgan will play. Riley Reeves, a big question mark. Rashad Hill needs a boot bump. Holy cow, he's like a 73, 75. So Riley Reeves did not practice today. I think we're gonna be on the side of cautions. We're gonna say Rashad Hill's at left tackle. Easton will be playing. Elfline should be playing. Berger will be playing. He never is hurt. I think everybody else would pretty much be playing. Maybe a surprise injury or two that will come down later in the week that we don't really know about, but I think we're about good to go. I do not think Case Keenum will be an MVP candidate. I think he should be in the discussion a bit, but I don't. At the end of the day, he's probably going to be in like the top 10. You know what I'm saying? Honestly, if I'm a voter, I'd have a really weird time not giving a very hard look and thinking. I know they won't win it, but just the conversation of Aaron Rodgers being an MVP candidate because you see how god awful the Packers are without him. Same thing could be said about Deshaun Watson. You don't know if he was going to be consistently that good, but they were winning games without him, and they're a top contender for a big playoff team in the AFC, and all of a sudden they're god awful. So Deshaun Watson should be there. Carson Wentz was going to be in there, but all of a sudden he's hurt. You can still give him a few votes because how good he was before he got hurt. I think I just have to make a few changes to the Packers depth chart and get this baby going. Because I'm pretty sure it's been confirmed Aaron Rodgers is not playing because they got eliminated from the playoffs yesterday. So we'll get my boy Brett Hundley. I used to dislike him, but I learned he's a Dragon Ball Z fan, so I gotta give him some respect. Otherwise, as far as I know, they're pretty healthy. Any injuries on the Packers that you worry about as far as taking care of their depth chart? I'm not sure it really matters. I'm sure it's Madden, so a little bit anyways. Yeah, Case Keenum, I just don't think he's done enough to really warrant a big case for MVP. Who it will end up being, it'll be almost for sure Brady at this point. Maybe some votes for Big Ben, maybe some Adams, Devontae Adams. All right, yeah, I glanced at the injury report earlier because the Vikings put it on their Twitter page, so I saw theirs, so I knew it was gonna be up, so I can do my. Oh wait, he's a wide receiver. I'm stupid. So we'll just. Oh, I'm not even on the right thing. Fine, I'll save my roster. Get out of here. Yeah, and Antonio Brown probably won't get it now because he's hurt. And I think it's hard for the Steelers because they have 3 really big studs. Todd Gurley could make a strong case for him, or even Jared Goff. Like I'm sure they'll both get some votes. Running backs have a harder time. So and Gurley was on their team the last couple of years and doing good. Now all of a sudden, Goff's good. Now you see how good the Rams are. Not against us because we're too good. But regardless. The trash team. And we'll drop Devontae Adams a few spots so he won't be playing. And there we go. Y'all ready? What type of conditions do you want? Do you want some snow? I was thinking light snow for the game. Because I know weather, unfortunately for me, because I got to drive tomorrow. is not going to be very good in the Minnesota area. So if it's anything like that, like how it's the perfect teams, but I gotta switch them around anyways because the Packers are home. And the Vikings. Snow? Alright, it's supposed to be like 0 degrees in Green Bay. Alright, we'll get some snow on the ground then. Which I hope it doesn't breed a nice formula for injuries, because look at these team overalls, by the way. Holy cow! How drunk are EA whenever they look at the Minnesota Vikings play? Well, 78, they're pretty god awful. Yeah, we can talk about the seeding in the NFC, Cody. I think at this point it's very unlikely. I think just percentage-wise, it's very, very unlikely. So there's it's just snow or no snow. All right, we'll just do snow then. It's very unlikely that. Shows that this game is saying about yeah, true. 1 o'clock. You play on Saturday, by the way. All right, let's go. I believe if the Eagles lose out and we win out, like we should win both our games. I don't think it's super likely the Eagles will lose both their games. I think at that point we have the tiebreaker or some other team has to lose. I don't know. It's complicated at that point how the tiebreaker works. But at the end of the day, I think we can go to Philly and beat the Eagles. Because I think that's going to be the case. Because in the NFC, you're looking at the Minnesota Vikings should be looking at the best team in the NFC, almost without question. You're looking at the Vikings, other playoffs team. The other team is the Panthers. They beat us 2 weeks ago, but I think we were clearly not playing our best football. And also, we remember getting helped by the refs at all, you know? We had the Thielen catch, the fumble. It could go either way, right? And the rule could dictate that those are the correctly called plays, but still, those type of very close plays that could easily go the other way in a different game. Alright, so they have the tiebreaker, so I don't think there's pretty much any chance.
Larry, there's just something that feels right about a snowy day for football in Wisconsin, and that's what we have here on the frozen.
Yeah, we get the 2 seed. I kind of hope that our playoff spot would be guaranteed by the time we play the Bears week 17, so that maybe we play the starters for the first half or something, but if the game doesn't really matter, we can just play backups for either the whole game or most of the game. Because then all of a sudden our injured players get 2 weeks to fully recover. You're talking about a fully healed up Bradley Reef, Mike Remmers, Diggs can get his groin stretched out, good to go. Rhodes, don't have to worry about him playing. I think that's really good. So here's the simulation is boom! And the Packers start off with the ball led by Brett Hundley, and they field it 8 yards in the back of the end zone. They don't care, and they take it out and hammered at the 18-yard line. I actually can't be too loud here because it's quiet hours here. It's finals week in my college campus, so I can't be super loud.
Brett Hundley, couple of wins in a row now for Hundley in the pack at 7-6.
So I'll have to kind of use my indoor voice, so I can't be super hyped, even though I kind of want to be.
Browns, they looked in big time trouble, but somehow found a way to get it done.
Yeah, how about that? The 4th win for Green Bay this year, when trailing hit the half, and the best game of Brett Hundley's career as a starting quarterback. 265 yards passing, threw it 46 times with 35 completions, 3 touchdowns, and guess what? Aaron Rodgers may very well be coming back for next week's game against the Carolina Panthers.
Yeah, the rest of our schedule is super easy, so it'd be nice. And there goes Hundley. Takes about 6 on first down.
6 yards on the pickup, and it'll bring up a 2nd down. Second down at 4.
But it's looking like this should be one of the easiest. Should be a very easy last 2 weeks of the game, even if we wanted to, not necessarily take the last 2 weeks off, but just not play guys that are slightly banged up. Like if you're questionable from going into the game, just be out. Just don't care. Like we don't need Xavier Rhodes to beat the Brett Hundley-led Packers or Mitch Trubisky's-led Bears, right? We don't need that. We need Diggs. We don't need. We don't need 1 or 2 stud players. If you're dinged up a bit, just sit out the next 2 weeks. Don't worry about your stats. We need you to playoffs. And they're running pretty well to start out the game.
The 30 to the 31-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Quickly now, here's a look at the Green Bay offense.
One thing about talent, it travels in the NFL, and Martellus Bennett, no matter where he plays, no matter what uniform he puts on, he plays at a Pro Bowl level. Strong, fast, smart, able to get down the middle of the field and also work on the perimeter to make big catches and provide an excellent target for his quarterback.
3 receivers in the field. Out of the shotgun is Hundley, and they run again. They do not trust their passing game whatsoever. Look at these monsters. The Vikings defense. Led by the sack daddy Everson Griffin. Then the boogeyman that hides under Aaron Rodgers' bed, Anthony Barr.
With Zimsaw was a heck of a guy off the edge, super quickness.
A 3rd and 7. The Packers might as well punt on this down.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here.
What are your score predictions for the Packers game? I think clearly a blowout, even though it's in Green Bay with Brett Hundley. Go 28-3, and there goes Hundley gonna run for it, very close to the first down. Let's see where they get forward progress. Right at the marker, first down and 10 for Green Bay. And just a reminder, Madden completely hates on the Vikings. Our winning record in these simulations is not good whatsoever. Looks like a generous spot there by the men in black and white, which I hear is the secondary colors of the Packers.
Fresh set of downs here. First down, here's the run with Montgomery. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. The snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down.
Out of the shotgun, Hundley had a low snap. Throw is going to do Montgomery again. Picks up a couple, another 3rd and 6 coming up here.
They're now left with 3rd and 6.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that,
you guys have any travel plans for the holidays?
You can come back and run essentially the same play.
Me, I'm just going home for a couple weeks.
Or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually
a couple hours away from where I live most of the time. And a little underneath throw, a slant to Allison for the first down.
Gets this one across midfield for the first down to the 46.
Yeah, that sure would have been a good time for a sec. And unfortunately, Madden is god-awful, as the Packers are marching down the throats of Minnesota. You think the Packers will score 24 on the Vikings without Aaron Rodgers? I'm not sure that that's physically possible. I mean, it's a prediction, not calling you stupid by any means. I missed. It'd be quite the interesting score if that happened. And there was Hundley again, and he's going to pick up another couple 7 yards with his legs. Bring up a 2nd and short. At 20-6, I like that. Be interesting to see if the Packers play dirty. And that'd be really annoying to watch happen. Because they're so convinced that Anthony Barr is the dirtiest player in the NFL since Joe Stalin played. And the Vikings blitz underneath another slant. Did Jeffrey Nelson catch it? Yes, he did. And a first down. Green Bay.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or
better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
well, just play
I think that comes down to whether or not we have our seed pretty much figured out. Right rush 4, and it's another wide open play, bringing up a very short second down. What's up, Wade? How you doing?
I think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out.
I would really like to see Teddy play Week 17 regardless, because I think you need at least 2 quarters of football to give Teddy, just to knock the rust off, even if he's not very good. Just get him reacclimated to the speed of the NFL game, and they'll do a play action here. Brilliantly, her looking deep, throws underneath again. The first incomplete pass on the drive by Hundley.
The intended target, and it's 3rd and short.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better.
I think it'd be great just to get Teddy back into the scheme of things. Even if he has some backups playing alongside of him, that's the only scary thing. Do you want to put Teddy behind a number 2 offensive line? And that's a risk you have to take if you want to knock the rust off in that situation. And they'll run for it and knock forward again for another first down. No big plays. It's a very long 8-minute drive for Green Bay to start this game. Where's the pass rush? Ask EA. They turned that button off. They turned the pass rush button off.
And a really long drive here, and it goes on and on.
The shotgun, 3 receivers on the field, and Hundley will throw a 3-step drop. Now over the run again, and finally the Vikings bring him down. And right at the line of scrimmage, they'll give him a loss of a foot, I guess, for a sack by Daniil Hunter.
Drop him for a loss on the play. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came over.
Sorry for the Madden having a seizure there. They like to flicker the screen every now and again. I don't know why.
Except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
Yeah, even if he's not good, at least he's on the field. Which means Week 17 might be a fun game to go to, because the ticket prices shouldn't be too bad. If you want to see a regular season Vikings game with a decent chance of at least some Teddy, I'd recommend it. And hammer the line. Jarred him. Kendricks, a loss of 1. 3rd, and he loves it.
That's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Count me as a little bit surprised by what we just saw there, because this has been a
pretty long
drive, and normally you think that wears down a defense.
By 74 overall. Madden ranked Eric Hendrick.
The Packers on 3rd down.
Yeah, if you guys are really curious about my opinion on who should be the NFL MVP, last year I did one, so I'll do it again this year. A week till Week 17's over. And I'll be in the middle of the week. I'll do a video. Rolling to his right, Hundley has room, and he's close to first down, but he won't get it. Hammered by Ben Gideon. 4th and 4. And after that long, over 10-minute drive, the Packers will have to kick a field goal.
Now Mason Crosby for the Packers field goal try.
Oh, you're going to the Vikings-Bears game? That a kid. It should be a fun one. Should be a slaughter.
And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. And the Packers are off to a 3-0 lead. So the folks here in the stands this afternoon, they're happy about that one. Their guys get the early advantage after the opening drive field goal.
And they should be happy. Their guys look good getting down the field, and that's got to give them hope that good things are in store here today.
All right, now, after the Packers took up the entire first quarter, the Vikings get to play. So, boom! The Vikings ball is on the way. It's Sherrill's in the back end zone, and it fields at the 8. Goes to the 20, to the 25, and knocked down right there at the 30-yard line. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's the exact same thing. I don't know if we were home or if it's the same away than home, but I know it's the same order. I'm pretty sure it's the exact same thing as it was last year. It's a little bit interesting.
Minnesota playing from behind, finally caught up and tied it in the fourth quarter.
I know the idea of having these late divisional games is so you have the divisions on the line, right? It should be the Vikings are fighting for the division this week. Instead, it's pretty much back-to-back bye weeks. And running to the left side is Murray. He has a blocker in front of him and gets 5 yards on the play. As he has a little bit of a seizure on the ground. I think he stroked out a bit there.
Feature the offensive starters and to give some love to the tight end, Kyle Rudolph.
He's been to the Pro Bowl already, battled a few injuries, but he's back and better than ever. Has added a little yoga to his regimen in order to make him more nimble. That makes it that much harder for the defenders to catch him.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here.
The receivers on the bottom of the screen. Now the shotgun scheme. A high snap. Throws it to Murray. Murray has a hole. Goes to the nice first down there. Pick up about 10.
It's a 10-yard pickup and it moves the chains.
Yeah, we've been getting lucky with all the holiday games the last couple of years too. We almost played on New Year's Eve this year. We play on the 23rd.
We know that, but when you see him run, you might see a little bit of that in him, upright with some power.
All right, well, that's cool. Every time I've been to a Vikings game, it's been upper level seats, but I honestly don't care too much. I just kind of want to be there and get the atmosphere. And 3 tight ends on the field will pass out of this formation. Keenum looking to his left, he'll run with it. And he'll pick up the first down and a bit more. He spins and sits down right there at the 13-yard line.
Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. So the offense has it 1st and 10.
And right after the simulation, I'll have to be recording my Vikings vs. Packers game preview. And Murray right up the middle. So you fun. Any ideas for it? You guys had some of your predictions.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game.
How do you think the Vikings will score? What will be the Vikings' first score against versus Green Bay?
Second down following the run.
Well, you guys are catching up to the stream. Mine will be. I think the Packers will start off McKinnon to the right side. He gets a couple.
And he is swallowed up right at the
I'm thinking.
No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on one.
A little pass to McKinnon. They'll break it. Oh, make a guy miss and get in about 15 yards. Pass to Jet right there. Look at that. Me and Genta Zombie think alike. Yo, I would love Treadwell to get that first touchdown. That's something he needs.
Very strong at the point of attack. A big-time weightlifter, got that from his dad.
I'm never going to be, well, not never. I'm not going to be one of those guys that's going to trash Treadwell because he hasn't produced a lot in his first 2 years. And Keenum runs to his right, and he hits Thielen. 14 yards on the first pass by Keenum, and we're in field goal range. Nearing the end of the first quarter.
Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on third down. They did.
How many sacks you feeling? I don't know how elusive Hundley is in the pocket. I know he's a guy that can run. He has decent speed.
Because the closer you get to the end zone, the field can
Jet or Tay-Train?
to run those routes. You still got a chance to actually run past people right now.
I think the Packers are big. They have a very good deep tackle and one of my favorite non-Vikings players. God, what's his name? He's one of my favorites, but I can't even think of his name. But he's very good and very quick up front. I follow him on Twitter. I'll look him up quick. But I think their interior is better than their exterior. I think I would give the edge to McKinnon.
The NFL on EA Sports is presented by Snickers. You're not you and you're hungry. Snickers satisfies.
Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon.
Yeah, Mike Daniels. There you go, TV. There you go.
They've got a second down at 5 here to start things out.
That's why you guys watch. That's why I need people to watch my videos so you can help my boy out, because I'm a little bit stupid. Yeah, TV's got me though. He's got my back. Yeah, I like Mike Daniels. He seems like a pretty cool guy. Unfortunately, he's a Packer. But maybe he'll switch to the good side. A play action in Keenum. He is a Packer right on me. Look at that escapability in picking up the first down. Had a Packer trying to bite his ankles off. Yeah, 4 sacks, I like it. Another fun big day. The only thing is the Packers might not pass enough to have to, or well, the Vikings get a lead. That's of course the big thing whenever you lost with Zach. So we're up by 21, they'll have to pass a lot. And then the Vikings will run. It's Tay-Train, makes the guy miss, going for the pylon. Very close to step to the bounds at the 3. Dan's gonna go off, I like it.
Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may
Wouldn't anybody be scared of Barr though, TV? You see some 6'5", 260-pound guy staring you down. I might go, coach, I really don't want to play this week. I pitched the right side, it's Murray. If he would cut inside, he had a field of Vikings in front of him. Only picked up 1 for a 3rd and 2.
Almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease.
Yo, Thielen is awesome. All the way around. Not even just a good football player. He's a great person. Very good, a hard worker. I don't know a lot of what he does off the field, but ton of fun. And a little pass here, throws it to nobody. He was looking for Rudy there, just a little bit late on the throw. And now the Vikings will tie it up with a very short chip shot field goal.
Keep him out of the end zone. Force the incompletion, force him into going for 3 and not giving up 6.
On now is Kai Forbath to try the field goal. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle.
Up and no doubter.
And that will tie us at 3-3. And Charles, they get the field goal.
Hit the pylon, but he was out of bounds first. Jobby.
You know what I'm about to say, right? Bend but don't break. That's what came into play here for the defense. 12 plays were run at them. They only gave up 3 points. In a lot of ways, that's a win for the defense.
Now I might be wrong, but I think of Antonio Brown as like a completely different guy when he's off the field. Is that right? Is he just one of those guys that flips the switch and a little bit of a diva on the field? Look at that play by Mike Harris, coming out of nowhere, stopping on the 30-yard line. Oh, the ball hit the on. Okay.
And they had a long drive last time, but they had to settle for a field goal, and I'm sure that's how it felt to them, settling. They probably should have gotten in the end zone.
Yeah, not out and out joy, right? Because that's what you get when you put the ball in the end zone. But there are benefits to that type of a long drive. Your defense gets a chance to take a break, adjust a little bit, maybe get themselves ready to get back out on the field and play a little bit better. So they'll take the benefit even though they wanted the 6 points.
And maybe wore down the other defense. We'll see.
All right, both teams marched down the field and had to settle for a field goal. Now in motion is Nelson. Hundley will do a play action and no time at all. The Goon teams up with Daniil Hunter with a sack, a 2nd and 19, and just like that, this drive is already all but over.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
Yeah, I agree, Cody. Running to the right side. Montgomery got nothing. Another loss on that one. This drive's only gone backward. 3rd and 21. The Packers, their downs is my birthday. How about that?
Not being good at all. My thought process as a coordinator, get the ball in the hands of my best player and see if
and unfortunately, we only get this game simulation today. I have a lot of stuff I gotta get done tonight. So unfortunately, we'll just get through this simulation and nothing more. Sometimes I do like to play a few games of Madden myself, so you guys get some actual Madden gameplay and not just awful AIs, because the Madden system's got awful. He throws it deep, and not even close. I'm trying to test Xavier Rhodes deep. Not the best option, buddy. So the stream will just get done right after the game, so nothing too big. I'm sure you guys have plenty of plans that you guys can do after the game too. But the Vikings defense makes an absolute stand, as now the Packers will punt at the 19-yard line. Should have good starting field position for Minnesota, and the punt is it's a boomer. Wow, what type of a leg strength does their punter have? A touchback from the 19-yard line absolutely flips field position.
Because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one
no, Gentle Zombie, I'll never give too much credit to EA. Whenever something realistic happens, I chalk it up as an accident.
Let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
Yeah, you got some lady plans, Stevie. And Keenum stepping up in the pocket, throws behind him. He's got Diggs for a first down. Nice play by Keenum to keep that play alive. Step up into the pocket and deliver that one to Stephon Diggs.
When the hitch route is run really well, that jab step off the line of scrimmage by the receiver, which is designed to back up the defender and give him a little
they
bit
had
of
the
space.
wind on their side. Oh, wait, good point.
Get that space, catch the football, and then make a move and pick up extra yardage.
I always hate in Madden when the receiver just sits there and catches the ball like that. That never happens like that in real life. They turn and the ball's there. Yeah, Teddy could win this game. I agree. They could have Teddy play the next 2 games. I'd be fine with it. Just for the quarterback controversy. Oh, Teddy's playing. Even though if he plays good, there probably would be controversy.
So nothing there. I don't know that that's all in the back, though. You got to look at blocking there, don't
That
you?
would be nice, though. If we could get another quarter or so of Teddy playing, that'd be really good.
And holding them to no gain.
2nd and 10, 3 receivers on the field, 2 in the backfield. Keenum to pass. The Vikings, he throws it deep. Treadwell. He always comes up big in Madden. 25 yards to the 2nd year, 6'2", wide receiver hasn't done a whole lot, but he comes through against the Packers. 25 yards down the middle of the field.
Quarterback in control. Red blitz. Got him into the right protection scheme, so he doesn't get hit back there. He's got a chance to step up with supreme
I just want one game where Treadwell goes off at least like 60 yards and a touchdown. That's all we want out of Treadwell. Just enough where he can be a very solid number 3 receiver. And then he can develop into a number 2 or so receiver. That's like, he should be a number 1 guy, right? Murray running up the middle, gets right back to the line of scrimmage.
Give him a yard down to the 43.
Yeah, like we were saying earlier, TV, my ideal situation is that I really wouldn't care for this blocked out at the number 2 seed come week 17, so we can just play a bunch of backups that game and be pretty much a bye. Anybody that's got any nick or cranny can go out, can have the game off. Keenum, if he's 100% playing for the first half or something, then let Teddy play the second half. That'd be such a great situation. Let everybody, let the backups get reps in, let the starters take it off, and look at Treadwell again, bring up a 3rd and very short.
A little shy of the 35 at the 36. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Yeah, the more Teddy, the better, for multiple reasons. Not the biggest reason, of course, this year is to see, just to get knock the rust off of him and see how confident he would be. Get our guys used to getting those fireball throws that Teddy was throwing last week. And also for the future to see what type of quarterback we have back there. And Murray, look at that power. Depending where the spot is, but I think he picked it up. That's some powerhouse. Look, Latavius Murray running right there. Was wrapped up short of the first down and keeps plowing forward for the first.
Smell where the first down sticks are and get there.
Yeah, I agree. There's practically no way Keenum doesn't play. Unless he's really stinking it up in a playoff game, and we saw Teddy do some good things if he gets some decent playing time these next couple weeks, then maybe pull the chain. But unless something like that, you stick with Keenum. Live or die by the case.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end.
Meat sauce, first off, good name. Second, it's not too bad. We had a lot last week, and we ended up having a lot of those players play. I'll look it up on Twitter quick for you. But my game preview will be up tomorrow. We'll definitely be looking at it. But see where I can find the Minnesota Vikings. And it's honestly not too bad. So a lot of people are on it, but a lot of people there's some that are on there.
And that way you often control the game.
Alright, so the Viking Pro Bowlers have been named, actually. Play action, time 3rd and 4. Keenum throws it short, he's got Thielen. So the guys that were outright voted in were Anthony Barr, Everson Griffin, Xavier Rhodes, and Adam Thielen. Alright, but now let's go to the injury report. So the players that did not participate isn't too bad. Jarius Wright, Tremaine Brock, Andrew Sendejo, and Riley Reef. The only name that matters on there all is Riley Reef. Yeah, I wish that they could reflect splitting carries too, Zombie. It's just unfortunate that I tried to make some changes so they would, but I don't really get how that system works. I wish there was just a simple button like percentage of carries for your back, and you do like a 60-40 split or something. That'd be great. And then guys that had limited participation, these guys will probably play, but they're just kind of on here. Ben Gideon, Cal Rudolph, Mackenzie Alexander, Pat Elfline, and Mike Remmers. Then full participation, Emmanuel Limmer, Jared McKinnon, and Shamar Stephan. So, not bad. There goes Murray. Picks up almost another first down. 3rd and short from the 6-yard line.
a sudden here, it's third
Yeah,
down.
they have something kind of like that.
Defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
I don't know. Maybe we'll look at that quickly after the simulation, and we'll try to figure it out. Looking, throws it. Did he catch it? Yes. Nice catch by Tiggs and heavy traffic. Bring up a first and goal from the 30-yard line.
Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
Yeah, and I have Reef out in this simulation, and I would be 100% okay with sitting Reef until the playoffs start, because he ended up being questionable going into the game last week. So I think a very good chance that he plays come playoff time, which is the only thing that matters right now. Losing 3 on first down, going in the wrong direction.
Wow, that play got shut down in a hurry.
As soon as the snap came, you could see defensively they were just closing in. That was going nowhere.
Yeah, you count on your offensive line to give you a little bit of space, a little bit of time so you can make a move. There was none there for him.
One thing I do not understand is that the practices, it says did not participate, they gave that, but the bottom says the team did not practice on Tuesday the 19th, so I have no idea what that even means at this point. They did not participate in what? The ice tub bath? 3rd and 6, already at the 2-minute warning. This game's been flying by, you guys.
We're back to Lambeau following these words. A reminder coming up at halftime while the two of us head for warmer areas of the press box. We'll be sending you to Orlando where Larry Ridley will have highlights and analysis of this first half.
Send me to Orlando, please.
Don't be so soft. The offense on 3rd down, they've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here.
And the Vikings jump. The false start might be good for him. It gives a chance to back him up a little bit, giving 11 yards. Give us a little more room to work with.
So that'll back him up 5.
Yeah, Pat Elfline's almost just as big as Reef. You can make the case. Both of them are a giant addition to our offensive line this year. Oh, so it's like a guess? Alright, so it's like, what's up, Jacob? Just noticed.
Perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and goal.
Okay, so it's like, they called him up and was like, hey, how much would you practice? And look at McKinnon picking up 10. Would they go for it here?
So they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. The defense, they got a little bit of a breather.
We talked a little bit about the Pro Bowlers, Jacob. Do you think Keenum deserves it? Snubs are plays that should have gone but didn't. Yeah, zombie, that's just not a thing that people do in Madden. One of the more annoying things. And the Vikings retake the lead, 6-3.
And they will take the lead here in this battle of field goals. It's 6-3. So it was a drive that seemed to go on for an eternity, forever. Our sponsors were probably saying, hey, we need to get our products in here on these commercials. But after all of that, 3 points is the result.
Yeah, it's hard to say who came out ahead there, isn't it? On one hand, you kept the defense out there a long
Oh yeah, Harrison
time.
Smith's not in there. Alright, that's atrocious.
And just moving the ball incrementally down the field, a field goal seems like a bad result.
And that's definitely the biggest one. Linval Joseph, I don't know why he doesn't get any respect. I think fans only know of 3 techs. But my goodness, Linval Joseph's the best nose tackle in the NFL. Get out of here. And Reef, Not sure. I'm not sure. If it's just like, well, it wasn't good last year, so I don't know about it. Boom! Let's see how good your boy Brett Hundley does on the... Look at Terrence Newman playing special teams for some reason. Making that tackle. Yeah, Harrison Smith's best safety in the league. He's been the best all year on Pro Football Focus. I know it's not the best metric because they have Xavier Rhodes pretty low on their list. Yeah, Reek's been phenomenal. I don't know why he doesn't get any respect. It's because most people don't know his name, which is what the Pro Bowl is. It's just a popularity contest. We were talking about earlier is if the Vikings, like the scenario is right. Very, very likely. Because I don't think there's any team better than us in the NFC. Throws to his left. Throws it. Should have been 6 points for Minnesota. Slipping through the hands of Anderson Deo. Nothing but green. Well, with little patches of snow in front of him. But the right throw is frosty mitts and falls to the ground.
And the Eagles and the Steelers both know that they're in the tournament, as the players like to call it. The Eagles.
Yeah, the point is that we'll be in Super Bowl, so it doesn't matter. But I think, in a hypothetical sense, like the players that are injured don't want to go, the players that just don't want to go in general, the players that are in Super Bowl that aren't going to go. I think Keenum would go at that point. Decent chance for Murray, probably not though. I think Diggs and Thielen would have a decent chance. Diggs, maybe I'm giving Diggs a bit more love than he deserves because he kind of fell off the second half of the year. And Pat Elflein, yeah, that's a really good point, Cody. I think Pat Elflein should be in there. If Remmers was healthy, I know he wasn't healthy, so he doesn't deserve to go, but if he was healthy, I think Remmers was playing like a Pro Bowler. Going to his right side, Bennett, and right at the line of scrimmage. A 3rd and 10. The Vikings have 2 more timeouts remaining. Maybe guys. Sendejo was trying to tackle the football, and he did his classic dive shoulder hit tackle that he always does.
The Packers on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5.
Yeah, Elflein was really good. Defensively, you could give our entire D line except for Tom Johnson, and Hundley's going to run and right into the arms of Tom Johnson. I think you could give both linebackers, Barr and Kendricks. I think they're just as good as each other. I don't know why Barr gets all the love and Kendricks is like his little brother. And they're just as good. I mean, Kendricks is leading our team in tackles for a reason, right? You could give some love to Trey Waynes. Like, I never thought I would be saying that, but Waynes has been phenomenal. Yes, Elflein is a 3rd round rookie. Playing like a Pro Bowler. Low key, even if Dalvin was healthy, you could make a very good, strong case that Elflein was our best draft pick. What a great pick. So probably will be solidifying the interior offensive line for the Vikings for the next 15 years.
And this is away. It's a high kick, and he
look at that booming kick. Almost pinned it in the corner from the opposite end of the field.
For a touchback. The Vikings offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right.
Yeah, that was one of the most unluckiest plays of all time, Jacob. On the Dalvin Towers ACL run. Just juke, he's gone, and just kidding, my leg just felt like not working there. So, ouch. Here's the ball. Keenum right to his left side and sacked. See what the Vikings do now. A big sack on first down brings us 2nd and 14. The clock's ticking. Vikings aren't burning timeout. I think they'll just run the clock out. Yeah, Ryan, that's the point. I think he's played at the level of a Pro Bowler, but I don't think there's any ways he gets enough love that he would go. The only thing I would think about that is I'm pretty sure the Broncos get multiple cornerback Pro Bowlers, and the Seahawks with their Legion of Boom, I don't think they do this year, but a couple years ago when they were really good, probably had a really good chance too. And a play action and back-to-back stats, and this drive is over. The Packers are calling timeouts. 3rd and 21. It's my birthday again.
So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
My goodness.
So a defensive timeout, chance to regather, regroup, and get set as we resume action.
Yeah, playoff scenarios. We should march through the playoffs, even if I'm not sure if the Eagles can beat elite teams anymore. That will have to be seen. They struggle against the Giants, but teams are allowed to struggle every now and again, so they'll get ugly wins. Look at what we did against the Browns, right? Good teams can struggle and still beat bad teams. But week 1, we destroy whoever's there. The NFC Championship game, the Eagles, or the Panthers, maybe. I think the Panthers should be the scariest team the Vikings have to play just because they beat us. If we're at home, no question we can beat them, which we will be at home against them. And we played god-awful a couple weeks ago against the Panthers anyways, and the refs were, at the very least, being questionable. I know the whole controversial things to say, I guess, that that's an awful rule. I like how the week after that the same Thielen catch thing pretty much happens to the Steelers, and the NFL loses their mind over it, but nobody even talked about it when it happened to the Vikings. And I thought the Steelers one was a lot more obvious. He practically dropped it when he got to the end zone. Thielen just bobbled it. Barely.
Now comes Ty Montgomery and the rest of his offensive mates to take over. He's just been looking.
I don't know, Jacob. I don't know. I don't know if it's a play call issue or if Keenum doesn't see the guy deep like we've seen a few times. He just doesn't see him. He gets locked on a guy shorter. Maybe defenses are guarding against the deep ball, so it's just not open lately. So if they would start protecting against those short passes and screens that we've been doing, all of a sudden the deep ball's open and we're hitting Thielen and Diggs with 30 yards a pop again like we did the first 4 weeks. And so there's a lot to know. I don't know why it's not a thing. And holy cow, Hundley got off the quarterback. My goodness. Overthrown by 7 yards.
One thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half.
But I don't know. It's a lot of variables. I don't know what's causing it to be a thing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard.
And maybe it could be a strategy thing too, like, hey, let's put some of those deep pass routes in our back pocket, and we'll get back to it when it matters, right? 20 seconds to go, it's 44 yards, they need about 20 yards in the snow, 15, 20 yards to get in field goal range. Clock is ticking. Hundley throwing back, he's dropping back, he might run for it. Let's see, he's scrambling to his right side, throws across his body, he's got Allison in there in field goal range, but he didn't get out of bounds because he's stupid. One of the dumbest things I've ever seen. He was at the 20-yard line in field goal range. A very interesting throw by Hundley to see the guy across the field, throw to him an accurate pass, but then he doesn't go out of bounds. So that's halftime, 6-3 Minnesota, and I apologize for the TV having a seizure. What's up, Logic? The Vikings Pro Bowlers that got in. It's good to see. It's good to see those guys. Those ones that got in were some of the more obvious picks, I guess. And for those that don't know, the 4 Vikings Pro Bowl, or yeah, 4. Anthony Barr, Everson Griffin, Xavier Rhodes, and Adam Thielen. Without question, all 4 of them should be in. Big snubs. Harrison Smith's the best safety in the league and didn't get voted in for some reason. Don't understand that whatsoever. Linval Joseph obviously should be in. He's the best nose tackle in the league too. As for that, you can make a very strong case for Keenum, Riley Reef, Nick Easton, and Kendricks. I think those are the guys. All those guys, I think, could potentially play in the Super Bowl or play in the Pro Bowl. Of course, they'll play in the Super Bowl, but could play in the Pro Bowl in a scenario where people get hurt, people don't want to play, people are in the Super Bowl. I think a lot of those guys, about 70%, 3/4 of them would probably get in. But unfortunately, we will be in the Super Bowl, so the Pro Bowl does not matter whatsoever. And hope the game didn't freeze right now. We get this smug look on Mike McCarthy's face. If the game froze, I might just play my own. Oh, there we go. Hey, we good. We good. We just got a nice still shot of my boy Mike McCarthy looking like an idiot for about 5 minutes there. Yeah, Jacob, I was talking about earlier. My dream scenario is that our seeding is locked up week 17, so we can play mostly backups that game. I don't know. Look at Rodney Adams go. And he goes to the 30-yard line. If we could play guys like, I don't know what we would do at running back. I think we still have a 3rd-string running back on the team, but we could. Anybody that's dinged up whatsoever, just take the day off week 17. If we're up by 21 or so at halftime this week, I would love to see guys like Teddy play. I think Riley Reef might as well take these next 2 weeks off because I do not think we need him. We won for playoffs. Be healthy then. Otherwise, don't risk it. Maybe same thing for Mike Remmers if he's still feeling a little dinged up. But anybody that's dinged up at all should very likely take week 17 off at least. And I would suggest take this week off if I'm Mike Zimmer.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
See if they stay on the ground.
Yeah, I'm very excited to see Teddy in a full body of work. I think it was good. I think last week was kind of like a preseason week 1 for Teddy. So if we could give Teddy like another half or so to play, maybe another half week 17, I think that's very ideal for us.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs, and let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up.
Yeah, that's why I think it was like a preseason game for him, Jacob. 100% just knock the rust off. Whatever happened doesn't matter at all. Like I said in the review, even if they both went for 80 yards, it doesn't matter. It's cool. It was super nice seeing him in there. You could tell he was extremely jittery. Both of them came out like 90 miles an hour. Keenum scrambling to his right, throws across his body, and Thielen got it. Now that's Keenum. I don't know. What? Thielen's chilling with the Packers on their sideline. I don't want to see that too much. Look at Thielen. Just runs through their bench quick. What's up, guys? It's your boy, Adam Thielen. If you don't know me, I came from Mankato. And I had a $500 scholarship. I was actually born in Minnesota, believe it or not. My other favorite receiver growing up was Randy Moss. And now I'm a member of the Minnesota Vikings. How you doing? The affirmation, 2 receivers, top of your screen. Keenum, play action, sealed it, throws it underneath. There's a flag on the play.
think you'd agree that looked like the right call from up here.
No doubt about it. What everyone has to understand is that the officials are going to be right on the play each and every time. You may not like the call, but they're usually spot on.
And the offense lining up 1st and 10.
Yeah, Jake, if you could really be looking at 3 weeks in a row of complete dominance.
On play action,
Keenum,
it's Keenum.
play action, throws it deep, and had Diggs, but missed him.
Stephon Diggs, his intended receiver.
I asked everybody to give their score predictions earlier, so those that haven't done it, you can give yours now.
Defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it.
I'm thinking very similar to last week. I'm thinking like 31-3.
This feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
Keenum throwing, giving to Murray and stuff at the line of scrimmage.
But instead, he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
But it was stopped on that play. We've had plenty of carries all afternoon. Every now and then the defense is going to win one, but I don't think they'll shot
3rd and 10 here.
The Vikings on
If they had to pick up about 6 for a field goal try.
This is 3rd and 10.
Yeah, I'd like to see that. Get that pitch the shutout. That'd be nice to see. Underneath and missed him.
It's going to be incomplete.
4th and 10 from the 39.
Too much mustard there.
Probably a punt. I don't know what the direction the wind is. If they have the wind at their backs here, a possible field goal try.
Made it very difficult.
So on now is Kai Forbath. If you're wondering, he's hit from as far as 57. This will be from 56 yards out.
56 yards. He has the wind to his back. It's a low drive. Not even close. My goodness.
Effort, but it's well short. And this score will stay right where it is.
Not even close.
And there is nothing easy about being a kicker on a day like this.
Yeah, I tell you, not only is the footing tough in the snow, but kicking that ball is like kicking a rock. Very difficult to get any sort of feel on your kicks.
Here's the Packers offense now getting set to start off this 3rd quarter. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance to turn that into points on the offensive end.
Can you imagine what the grease board looks like at the half? Because
tell me.
that's exactly what they printed up. Stop them on defense, get the ball back for our offense, and go downfield and score some points. Now, the last part remains to be seen, but they got the first part done very well.
Do people use grease boards, or you mean the magic marker boards?
Yeah, those two.
Now the Packers have good field position. At the 46-yard line, 3 tiers of the top screen. Let's see if they're stupid enough to pass. Nope, they'll run, and he has a big hole. Picks him about 8 on 1st down.
6-yard line. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
I think many people thought Ty Montgomery would automatically go back to being a wide receiver this year, but it appears he's going to stay at running back. I know they drafted Jamal Williams from BYU, but Montgomery proving his worth.
And he proved it, proved it last year. 5.4 yards per carry, 4th best in the league. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here.
Running to his left side. Yeah, nothing there. Nothing there.
Yardage back at the 48-yard line. It's a loss.
That used to avoid Trey Waynes, the best run defending corner in the league. Look at him beating the tackle.
That also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
The Packers on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 4.
Look at Hundley. 7-step drop. Throws it underneath, and Montgomery dropped it.
Through the contact. Incomplete.
The Vikings defense stands up to the challenge of the Packers. Now they got a punt. Maybe might go for it here. Let's see. Right at midfield.
Packers punter, as he'll come on to kick this one away.
Maybe an opportunity for a fake here. Well, the punt is off. And it's a very good directional punt. Just kidding, it got awful out at the 27-yard line. Yeah, Jacob, I think the Zimmer strategy is, I think it's obviously been working out pretty good.
thinking to themselves, okay, do we still
You'd rather run the clock out, keep your defense fresh, and you have the ability to pass in those situations as well. We saw that big feeling catch 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost, but if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
The receiver's bunch on the top of the screen. Keenum throw it with Murray up the middle for a couple.
Get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
So the offense now dealing with a 2nd and 7.
Money wants some 1998 film tape. Keenum right to the right, and how? God, Keenum is wacky in Madden. So ran to his left, ran to his right, and throws it out of bounds to the right.
Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of, otherwise he was going to get sacked.
The Vikings on 3rd down. 5 out of 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
Keenum drops, throws underneath. He has Thielen picking up the first down. Move the chains.
Down at about the 38. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
But give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
No, the drag, that guy can be your safety valve. We saw it right there.
Yeah, and it picked up a first down for them, too.
81 overall for Keenum. Where overall would you have Keenum at? Like 85, 86, something like that. Because this game has Bradford at 80.
Carries piling up. It's Murray again. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Like 85.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
2nd down following the run.
The affirmation. And run to the right side. Murray, nothing there again. Maybe switched it to the jet. Old EA.
And that's going to make it 3rd down and 10.
Well, partner, I guess sometimes it's just a matter of philosophy. Some say run until they absolutely stop you, and others say, well, when you think they're about to stop you, fool them a little bit. I guess they should have tried to fool them on that play.
It looks like the Packers have added an extra DB on 3rd down.
3rd and a long 10 to go. Keenum looking, throws it deep. Rudy dropped it.
The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
And the Vikings have to punt again.
It was 3rd and long, so throwing the football was probably the smart play to try and pick it up. But they don't get it, and now the defense goes off the field feeling pretty good about themselves, gaining some momentum as they force them into a likely punting situation.
Here's Ryan Quigley now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time.
Rudolph, the red zone Vikings. Has very big hands.
Yeah, that is much too long. That's into the end zone
Ever
for a touchback.
saw them? You would even say they expand.
Head back on the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game
Then one play a Sunday night game. Zimmer came to say,
without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Rudolph, with your hands so big, won't you go and block for days? Oh, Vikings.
They'll start the drive with Montgomery. And he'll get only a
Loved him.
22.
Another shot at goal with Lee.
It's better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Yeah, too, Jacob. Yeah, I think that's your way of saying shut up. Yes, I think you could put in the Rudolph into the category of Pro Bowl snubs too.
8 yards to go here on 2nd down.
Was it like top 3 tight ends go to the Pro Bowl? Is that how it goes? Hundley with a 7-step drop, and he'll run, and he'll pick up the first, very close to the first down. Might have came in there and closed that one up. Anthony Barr tackled him. Anthony Barr, according to the Green Bay Packers, the dirtiest player in the NFL, because he tackled their quarterback.
So here we go, 1st and 10 now.
2 receivers, top of the screen. Kendricks in motion. Not to be confused with Montgomery. Look at it. Trey Waynes got shot on the sideline. Was on his back for about 20 minutes.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience.
I think Waynes was doing the trust fall challenge. It was on his back. Nobody caught him. And then oh man, I'm playing football. Oh, sorry guys.
He struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
So the run gets him the first.
Now, if you guys want to see more cringy videos where I'm in, check out the Bryce the Beast YouTube channel. Not any of his recent videos though. The last 5 videos or so are pretty god awful because I'm at them. But I do a pretty great C3PO impersonation. If you want to check that out, I play For Honor as C3PO. So not only am I a great football analyst, YouTuber, I'm also a class act voice actor. So spot on C3PO. I'm perfect. I know everything there is about Pokemon. So we have a few Pokemon unboxings. Look at Linval Joseph.
Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
That goes down as a loss against his rushing stats. But really, should he have to absorb that one? He had no chance on that play before they overwhelmed him.
Pretty much on top of him before he could take his first step.
I have not seen it. I was going to.
The Packers on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8.
No spoilers in the chat though. Okay. Thanks, Zombie. Let's play action. Montgomery and sacked by Sendejo. Oh man, you guys will probably all unsub for this. I have not seen like any Star Wars. I saw the one last year. What, Return of the Jedi? And that was good. I never saw when I was a kid and never really had a chance to. I saw bits and pieces on TV. I get the basics of the story. And then, I saw the Family Guy version, which is all you really need to see. Morgan, the girl that got me the Viking tickets, also known as my girlfriend, said, and I quote, "I have to see the other movies to see the new one." So I recorded all the original 3. I saw I have the prequels recorded. So he's putting me to the task of watching all the other movies before we go see the new one. So Jacob, I heard it was polarizing. I heard the storytelling was really weird and not very good, but the visuals are incredible. That's the general consensus I've heard.
That one goes for 13 yards and it moves the sticks.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield. for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Keenum throws it deep. He has the 30-yard line was wide open. Keenum hit it in stride.
Well, that pass hitting the ground means time to shift gears for a second. Look at the AFC West. The Chiefs and the Chargers playing Saturday night in what could be ultimately a division championship game.
What's up, Minnesota Vikings? I'm finally in the presence of greatness. If you guys want to draft me, that'd be great. Or actually, you can sign me up. I'm an unrestricted free agent, so you can just call my agent, which is me, and sign me up. That'd be great. I can be the backup practice squad long snapper.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they could do so many
Yo, we had
things.
some crazy random talks during these. A couple weeks ago, we were nerding out about Dragon Ball Z. We can talk about whatever.
Targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks. Those guys are worth their weight in gold.
Yeah, that's a general thing. When people see issues with some of the fanboys say it was good regardless. So, well, I'll see. I'll watch it. I'll have a good time.
Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
Here's Ryan Quigley now as he's on.
All right, that's an interesting take, Jacob. And my goodness, does Madden think that the Packers have the 98 Bears defense or what? I just don't think they give any respect at all to the Vikings offense, which I don't understand at all.
That'll be a touchback. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up.
I think the Vikings might need a defensive score in this game, because apparently their offense can't do anything about the god-awful Packers.
He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here.
And Hundley, play action, throws it underneath to Bennett, takes up a couple on first down, tackled quickly by Sendejo.
At the 25. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that?
But I'll make a deal with you guys. I'll make sure to watch Star Wars this week. We'll talk about it next Tuesday when we simulate the Bears game. Underneath, and did Cobb catch it? Yes, he did. First down, Green Bay. Back to the Vikings, you sure? Yeah, true. Plumlee. Aaron Rodgers is not playing next week. I have Brett Hundley playing in the simulation.
Make a move in that direction. Then you really don't run the route against the whole body of the defender. You run against a half of him, and the inside half, and he took it right across his face, got inside, and won that route in a big way.
4 receivers on the field. A passing formation for the Packers. See if they run out of it. No, they do not. Hundley throws it down the sideline. It's Romano Allison. Sandwiched between two Vikings, 23 yards. The Vikings have one of the best vertical passing attacks in the league. Madden, they cannot do that whatsoever. Brett Hundley over the top of Trey Waynes catches that one.
Rushers coming at you. Maybe things are a little slippery on the field. The guys trying to cover downfield, wanting to make sure they.
Yeah, I think it's like crazy. Go off a little off topic from this game.
You name it, it's difficult all the way around. But the guy throwing it, he may have the toughest task.
How unscary none of the other NFC teams are.
We'll return with more after this break.
You're looking at the Panthers easily being the scariest one of the bunch because they beat us. The Eagles are next because they're the #1 seed and we'll probably have to play them in Philly. But we can talk about the Eagles quick. I think our matchup, I think it'll be a decent chance I'll be able to do a Vikings versus Eagles game preview, so I can go in depth there. But the matchups are incredibly on our side, I'd say. On a defensively, we cover Alshon Jeffrey. We have Xavier Rhodes. Matchup done. His name just escaped me. But their number 2 receiver, they're a young guy that's really fast. Hundley steps up in the pocket and sacked the goon.
He'll go down. They got him for a sack. Linval Joseph able to collapse the pocket and drop him for a loss of a yard.
Yeah. Nelson Aguilar. Thanks, Zombie.
It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
And I really like Trey Waynes on Aguilar, because if Aguilar can't burn you, he's not very good. And then, what are they? They're a very good running game. Oh, what are we? The best run defense in the league. So, defensively, it's all stacked against them. It's all like the Bengals versus us. Like, even if the Bengals are 100%, great play by Trey Waynes there. And we just match up too good against them. Whenever teams have that number 1 wide receiver,
Everything looked pretty good until
GG, we take that number 1 guy out because we have Xavier Rhodes, and game's over. The Panthers stop the run, you win, and they aren't going to run for 200 yards against us back-to-back times. So that should be a fairly easy win. Underneath, and nobody's there. Other guys that'll be in the playoffs, the Saints, are a little bit scary because the 09 game, we don't want that curse to be a game. Could that be a thing? Yeah, it's gotta be up there. We'll look at the stats at the end of the game. The Saints can be a little bit scary because they have it kind of figured out. They have a pretty solid total team effort going right now. One of the best dual threats in the league with Mark Ingram and their rookie. Both playing very good. And then you couple that with Drew Brees, it's pretty scary of an offense. But we dominated them week 1, so you gotta think they aren't too scary either. So you're thinking the Vikings should have a pretty, I don't want to say easy because nothing really comes easy, but we have a pretty good chance to get in the Super Bowl. Then it comes down to, because I think you could say about 90% chance it'll either be the Steelers or Patriots to represent the AFC. Keenum running to his right, throws across right to his left, and overthrew a wide open Viking. It's, can the Vikings beat the Patriots or Steelers at home? The Steelers look vulnerable now. Losing Antonio Brown is huge for them, so maybe drop them off. Probably about an 85% chance it's the Patriots. But the Steelers, without Antonio Brown, who's done. Martavius Bryant singled up on Xavier Rhodes. Good night. Look at Murray making some moves. Plowing over a Packer down the sideline is Murray. Picking up 20 yards, the first good run of the day for Murray.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason.
Then even though the Steelers have one of the best, are the best running back in the league, but our best run defense in the league and best cover linebacker duo, get out of here. He's not going to run against us. He's not going to be a great receiver. I think we can beat the Steelers at home. Well, yeah. So get out of here. The Patriots, on the other hand, are always scary because you never know how good they're going to be because Brady can be so good. They don't really have that number 1 receiver. Their scariest receivers are tight end. I don't think we're going to put Rhodes on a tight end. even if we did, that's still somewhat of a bad matchup because Gronk's just a monster. Of course, there's a decent chance that Gronk will be hurt by that point because he's about due.
Also want to still kind of be in attack mode too.
Why are the Vikings winning?
Not come back on your heels.
Think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over.
Well, there we have it. The biggest Vikings fan in the history of the Minnesota Vikings and the history ever since Jesus was born. Bryce the Broffelson says the Vikings will win, so we'll win. Man, there goes Keenum. Oh, the spin move jukes the guy out of his shoes for the first down. Pace. Jerome Keenum. And Andy Carlson says.
Fresh set of downs here.
Yeah, I mean, that's old Sammy Sleeves probably done his. I'd give it like a 99% chance he's done with Minnesota. Maybe a team will pick him up and try him out in training camp next year and see if he's healthy enough to play. If he's good enough, he'll might make it on a team like the Texans or someone that want some backup in case Watson gets hurt, or a team like that, right? A team that needs a quality backup. Bradford might be going to be that, but I don't think teams will give him starting quarterback money as Rudolph drops his second pass of the game. He's almost a J.O.Z. diss track. All right, everybody go to the here. I'll link it for you. If you want to start this turf war, we'll start this turf war. Shotgun is Keenum, 3rd and 9. He has all the time he wants, throws it. He throws short to Rudolph, but plowing forward. Look at Rudy go. Getting the first down.
A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on 3rd down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively, a backbreaker.
Keenum running to Murray. Murray picks up a nice gain here. Alright, it's in the chat. Go to Bryce the Broffelson channel. Go to his most recent video. Drop that thumbs down. We'll give him the most disliked video of 2017. And then don't watch it because he doesn't need that attention. Why is the Packers defense so stingy? Because EA is god-awful at making a football game. Keenum throws it to Thielen. First down. Nearly in field goal range. Yeah, that's a good point, Ryan. Keep their defensive coordinator employed. You should do a reaction video of Rudolph the Red Zone Viking press.
So this will be the 9th play on this drive.
I know your editing skills are that of a 3rd grade chipmunk, but I think you can still make it pretty funny. Murray picks up a couple. I've heard that a few times today. This time it's 4. You think he's starting to figure out the 4th quarter. Maybe the Packers are finally tired because they've been on the field for about 45 minutes.
Keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8.
Very convenient that the snow is avoiding the center of the field. Very good. Yeah, I think that's what they call scattered snow showers. Look at that pass to the 14-yard line to Rudy, who's been a big key factor on this drive.
It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Maybe they shovel in the middle. Maybe. But the snow's not heading in the middle. It's still falling. Keenum throws right. A slant to a Diggs. Very close to first down. He picks up 9 there. 2nd and 1.
Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
I think, unfortunately, Kyle won't go to a good offense because, and very close to a touchdown, right at the 1-yard line is Thielen, robbed of another touchdown on the year. Yeah, some cheats. Still a fullback dive to the CJ Ham. Oh yeah, I saw it, Jacob. It would be nice, right? But there's a couple of trains of thought, right? Since we get these easy games in a row, starters can. First off, it's a confidence builder, right? That confidence shouldn't be an issue at all. But if you can dominate a few games in a row, that makes us look so much scarier. And run up the middle of play action on first down. Keenum running to his right. He can run for it if he wants to, and he got the pylon. Keenum, touchdown. Case Keenum.
Case Keenum punching it in from a yard away. And the Vikings are going to add on to their lead.
Now, game's over. But like what I was saying, you get the confidence of you can rest your starters some, maybe play them 3 quarters, maybe only a half, maybe not play most starters at all week 17, and then you get the bye. And now all of a sudden everybody's rested up. But there's the other side where we might get rusty. So I'm gonna figure that Zimmer knows best and we'll keep our guys on edge. And that was a 91-yard drive. The offense has been awful all game long. But they can take 91 yards in an 8-minute drive. An 8-minute drive. Yeah, I think since our injuries are starting to pile up a little bit, it's a very good thing that we can take advantage of easy weeks. And we can just get dominant before the playoffs. I think that's good to dominate for the playoffs. And now all of a sudden, we can take on some of this stiffer competition. But I don't know. I think this year might end up being a Super Bowl or bust year. When you're in competition for the first seed in the NFC, the first seed lost their MVP caliber quarterback, should go all the way.
Up to the 27-yard line. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
Yeah, I don't want to get too crazy with the Eagles because they still beat the Giants, right? I mean, the Giants are one of the worst teams in the NFL, but it's a divisional game. Those games will be close every now and again. Look what the Bears usually do to us. They like to escape and like to make it close. So even though it's the Packers and Bears and they're bad teams, they're still divisional teams, rival teams that like to keep it pretty close. So it might not be as big of a blowout that we think that it should be on paper. Kind of like the Eagles and Giants. So we'll have to see what the Eagles do in the next 2 weeks to really see how good Nick Foles is and how good their team is without Wentz.
He is met at the line of scrimmage and he goes down right there.
A 3rd and 4 here.
To convert on what'll be a 3rd and 4.
Maybe getting close to 4-down territory.
To give them fits. They just can't get really anything going on the ground, can they?
I love the theme that you just brought up.
The Rams also have technically the best offense in the league, though, so they're supposed to be doing that. Yeah, but it'd be great if the Eagles have to lose both games and we have to win both games in order for us to take the 1st seed. Like, I don't think it matters too much if we get the 1st seed, because I think we can handle the Eagles in Philly, and there's a decent chance that the Eagles will lose in the 1st round of the playoffs anyway, so we won't even see them. So good chance that we'll have home field advantage throughout anyways. Yeah, hopefully the Cowboys can. Are the Cowboys in the wild card hunt still? I think so, right?
Taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 20 yards on the pickup there. And it'll give the Packers a 1st down. Well, correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take
Preach it.
Yeah, if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute
Bryce,
offense,
the Beast's favorite song.
maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
1st down and 10 now for the offensive group.
Hundley looking, has a base he can run, and he'll run very slow. That's the slowest 4-yard run I've seen in my life.
Make this a 2nd down.
So, for those that have paid attention, what exactly happened to the Cowboys?
In search of 6 yards.
The Lions will win. Yeah, if you guys want to subscribe to Bryce the Beast, as you can see, he's a great comedian.
3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down? Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off.
It's like watching Peyton Manning, the running back.
So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score.
Only one though. Okay. Whew. It almost sounded ridiculous, but if you think they can win one playoff game, probably. No one in the backfield with Hundley. 3rd and 3. He has a wide open Cobb. Alright, so the suspension's the big thing. That's like of course, right? But Hundley looking. He needs to score. Throws it underneath 9 yards. They need 10 points. Maybe kick a quick field goal here and get that touchdown. But nope, they're going to go for the touchdown here. Hundley looking. Everson sacked him. 1:30 ticking up the clock. Less than 90 seconds now. 85 seconds left. Everybody's set. By the way, did you guys hear Matt Ryan get really pissed when Sanu wasn't sacked? I don't want to say what he said, or else I will get the yellow notification that I can't get money. But yeah, hear what Matt Ryan screamed at Sanu.
So on 4th down, out trots the
yeah, Jacobs got it.
This will be kicked from the
4th and 11.
52-yard attempt.
Click the field goal and go for the, and it is up and no good. Game over. That's one of the funniest things in live NFL football.
And now each team's missed a field goal here so far, Brandon, so apparently neither guy is immune.
Now the Vikings offense gets set to take over here.
It makes you wonder, like,
Two-possession game.
how often do the quarterbacks press their players? Do they just have the mic on the field at the wrong time?
Let's face it, right now, they're talking about ball
The index card is pretty funny too. I think the funniest index card was Bill Musgrave's playbook though. Yeah, that was pretty funny too. Watch the wheel, watch the wheel. Oh, you're watching film? It throws a little slant. Pretty entertaining week of football. Murray picking up the first down and will just about seal the game.
Inside the 45. And now a timeout coming from the defensive side for the Packers. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down.
Oh, you've been watching film, huh?
The defense, they got a little bit of a breather. Now they're back and set.
Newton is such a cocky bastard, and it's fun to watch when you aren't playing against him.
So they pick up the first down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set.
I think Vikings go to the Super Bowl. I don't think there's anyone in the NFC that can really slow us down. We should have home field advantage throughout, even if we technically don't get the first seed. The Eagles aren't a threat at all, even if we have to play them in Philly.
And we'll be back. All right, so the timeout over and all 11 men back out onto the field for the defense.
What's up, MLB? How you doing? A minute 05 to go. One timeout to go for the Packers. I believe they can take a knee. Yeah, victory formation. The Vikings win one of these, 13-3. The offense did not show up at all. You could attribute that a lot to the weather. Whatever the case is, GG's, game over. Not a lot planned for after this game. I got stuff to do myself, but we'll make sure to check out the stats. And we'll see if we can figure out a few slider issues, so we can get a little bit more of a dual back set. See if you guys want to help me out with that. Alright, Thursday to Blair Walsh, yeah. Yeah, man, wouldn't that be a thing? We're down by 6. We score the game-winning touchdown as clock expires, and Forbath misses the game-winning PAT. Wouldn't that be just be the Vikings?
To his knee goes Keenum, and that should be the ball game.
Ten seconds left. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. Hey, don't punt it, idiot. Just let the clock expire. Walk to your locker room. Gotta wish that was just a button Madden. Just walk away. The game's over. You're done. There we have it, boys. 13-3. Let's check out these end of game stats and get out of here. So Hundley ended up having a better rating than Keenum. So as you guys know, this is the most and absolutely best football experience ever. So let's compare the two quarterbacks. A little bit better rating, very similar though. 16 for 26 for Keenum, 14 for 22 for Hundley. For 163 yards, 139. Keenum threw for more yards. A little bit more accurate for Hundley, but still very similar. Neither one threw a touchdown or interception. a .1 difference for yards per attempt along his pass. Very similar numbers across the board. Barely any difference. You could take any quarterback in this situation. We're running the football. Murray technically had a decent day. No touchdowns though, 4.2 average. Very bad early on, but then kind of turned it on. Montgomery did absolutely nothing. Keenum did pretty good when he ran for it. McKinnon was pretty god awful, and Hundley ran a lot in this game as well. Receiving. Up for Adam Thielen, 72 yards. The offense was god awful, but Thielen still putting up numbers. Diggs at 30. Held Nelson at 12 yards. Oh my goodness. Across the board, look at all these pancakes are doing, man. I'm not even gonna look at that. Let's see who got over sacks. Sack and a half for Johnson. The big men both have a second half. 3 sacks there. A sack for Griffin, that's 4 sacks. A sack from Sendejo, 5. And Hunter at 6. You guessed it right, zombie. Yeah. Unfortunately, Madden's the worst prognosticator as far as these games. So as far as we know, the Vikings will probably lose by 35 now because that Madden guessed it this way. The Vikings record in simulations is god awful, but hopefully Madden's got it right for once. So there you have it. So if those that want to help me out to try to figure out the sliders a little bit better, so we can make sure we get more of a split back system in these games. So we'll see what I can do. It'd be in settings. Sign auto sub. So I'm not sure if I'd go running back sub out or substitute in. I do think that's the same thing, right? But I'll crank this up some. But I can't go that high. Alright, we cranked that up a bit. Yeah, I did more of each. So hopefully that works. Oh, now that I sneezed, tells me I'm completely sick of finals. But there we have it. There we have it. Another welcome stream. Thanks for everybody for tuning out. Anybody that's catch 5 minutes of it or a couple hours. Appreciate everybody for coming out. We stream every Tuesday at 7 p.m. The Vikings play at 7. My game preview will be up tomorrow, hopefully at noon. I know my game review took a little bit longer than I wanted to get up. I was a little bit busy Sunday night and Monday. But thanks everybody for showing up, and we'll see you guys in our next stream, next video tomorrow. And yeah, Skull Vikes, and yeah, have fun at watching the Packers game Saturday.